Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mara Marchesi and I am an intuitive and creative coach, and I help people to reposition themselves in life within meaning and purpose. This is the third video of the series, Understanding Who You Are Now. And if you have followed my two videos before about who you really are and what you really want, you will be ready to go forward and listen to this, because today we're talking about purpose. If you haven't listened to the videos, watched the videos and done the exercises, I would really recommend you do, because the exercises in the previous videos will give you all the information that you need and will prepare you to move forward and find your purpose. So if you haven't, please watch them before you watch this one. Right. So finding your purpose is a great discovery. It's something that every one of us will want to know in life, and sometimes it's that thing that causes us a lot of confusion and frustration, because it's difficult and we want to make a change, but we don't know what we want to do or how we want to do it, and if that it's feasible for us in the situation we are at the moment we think about this. So it is a big thing, and once you discover that, it's a major shift and everything aligns and gives you joy, gives us joy. But when we are in this situation where we feel stuck and we don't know what to do, that is what creates a lot of confusion and that kind of feelings that gives us a lot of trouble. But you know, guys, our purpose is mainly within us already. It's just that sometimes we don't realize that we have buried our feelings, our emotions, and our dreams, and therefore we keep going on with our life thinking that our purpose can be found elsewhere outside. But in reality, our purpose is only a collection of our dreams, experiences, whatever we have learned, studied, how we have felt, our connections. So everything is within us. The connection is us. We are connected to our dreams, to our experiences, to our passions, to the people we have met, to everything we have learned. And if we put all this together and we screen out what it is that we really like and what we really want, what gives us joy, this is our purpose. It might not be the final end of the purpose, but if you dig in and you get enough information from yourself, you can surely find the base to find your purpose. And this is why, again, it's really important that you watch the previous two videos about who you really are and what you really want, because you need to gather as much information about yourself as you can in order to find clarity, because clarity is the main feeling that you need to have once you want to go about your purpose. So if you haven't done the exercises, please go back, watch the previous videos and try to do the exercises so that you come here, you're a little bit more prepared. I'm pretty sure that in life you have been told a few times, you know, when you, especially at work, it can happen, but most times it's family and friends, when they tell you, oh, you know, you're really good at that, why don't you do this? So you're really good with children, you're really good with old people, you're really good with whatever. And sometimes, you know, we do this because maybe we do something because we just like it, but we don't really think it could be something else. It could become something more important. We do it from the heart, and maybe we don't think, and that's why we don't think about it. So we don't overthink. So we go with the flow, and this shines out, and that's what people see. It happened to me a couple of times. One was when I was in my 20s. I used to work as a receptionist in an advertising agency in Milan, and a lot of my colleagues were telling me, well, you're so good with clients, why don't you become an account? And I was like, you you know, I'm just doing my job. I'm a receptionist, and I like talking to people and all that. But and the more it was going on, the more people were telling me the exact same thing. At the time, I was also studying, so I had that in mind, but not really. So I was just, doing my job and trying to dream about something better. So I started to think about it, and but at the time, my boss didn't want me to move from that position, so I ended up changing an agency, and the same thing happened. I went for the same type of job, but again, a receptionist, and again, my colleagues are like, "Oh my God, Mama, you're so good at this. Why don't you? Have you ever thought about doing this?" I was like, "Okay, this is happening again." And at that time, the general director was leaving the company to go to another one, and he brought me with him to make me manage clients because I was so good with them, and I ended up loving it. And I ended up thinking, oh my God, this is so amazing. Like, I so like this. Yes, I was a little insecure. I wasn't really sure that was my thing, but whatever I did before, the way I behaved before, shone out. So when I started to do that as a job and manage clients, it was kind of easy for me, because it was something that I loved. And something similar happened when I moved to London. I used to read a lot of self-help because I loved them. It just was really for me, not much for anyone else. But people were coming to me because they talked to me to feel better. And people were like, "Oh, Mara, you haven't realized, people come to you and they feel better when they leave, and everyone is talking about it. Why don't you do something? Why don't you become a coach?" And I was like, no, I just like to see a smile on people's face. It doesn't matter. And then the more I went, the more I started to think about it. It took years before I actually decided to take a course and realized this was my purpose. I had to go through certain situations and study more, because I had to feel confident within me. But it only happened when I started to look inside of myself and I started to really listen to myself. Something inside of me was talking to me, and I started to listen. So this is why I keep on saying, listen to yourself. Listen to yourself and be present. Notice what it's around you. Notice who are you surrounded by. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment. And when you are in this moment, whatever situation you are in, if you feel stuck, it's okay. But stop and listen and notice what's around you. What gives you pleasure, what doesn't? What makes you feel happy, what makes you feel frustrated? That's all information that you need, and that's why I say you need to do the exercises in the two videos before, because you need that kind of information to understand where to go, to find clarity. You need to know what you like and what you don't. You need to know who you are and who you're not, so then you can move forward. But until you figure that out, it's impossible for you to take a step forward. So let's continue finding out more about you, and let's see if we can figure out your purpose. All right, so the questions for you today are: first one, what are you crystal clear about? There must be something that it's so clear in your mind, and that's it. Whatever that could be. Maybe it is, I know I want to change my job. I don't know what I want to do, but I know I don't want to do this type of job anymore. Or I do not want to work in this company. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what's the next step if you know what to do. The most important thing is that you know that you don't want to do that anymore. So maybe you don't want to live in the country that you're living in, you want to move country. Maybe you haven't figured out which country you would like to live in, but you don't want to live in that country anymore. Or maybe you want to take your relationship to your next level, or you want to end a relationship. just whatever is clear for you, just stick to that. The next question is, what are you confused about? And same thing, if there is something that you really don't know what to do, maybe you have been offered a new job somewhere else, or maybe you're confused if you want to stay in your company and wait to get a promotion, or you have a promotion on the way and you don't know what to do, so you're confused about leaving or maybe staying, or you're not sure what you're feeling for your relationship, and you want to take a step in a direction, but sometimes the day after you want to take a step in another direction. It happens. Just put all your options there and try to figure out which one is more aligned to yourself. Maybe a meditation on the topic could help, because that's when you tune in and you listen to yourself. And the third one is, what is your purpose? Whoa, that's a big question. It's really important to have done all the previous exercises. If you know what is your purpose, perfect. Then you can put together a plan to get towards your purpose. And if you're doing another job and your purpose is something else, don't worry, you get there. Just take the little steps that you need to move forward. You will get to that point. If you're confused about your purpose, just put together a list of what you think your purpose should be, and then try to link it to all the information that you found in the exercises you've done previously, and see what kind of connection you can find. If you have absolutely no clue what your purpose is, but you know that you're not fulfilling your purpose right now, that's okay as well. Put together the same information that you found from the other exercises, and try to think about what brings you joy. What is it that brings you joy? What is it that brings you excitement? What is it that makes you feel peace and good with yourself? And then try to work backwards and see what can you find in the exercises you've done previously. As usual, if you can do this exercise, either recording yourself or using a piece of paper and pen and watching yourself in the mirror when you do it. Or if you want, if you have an accountability partner, it's even better, someone that you trust and that can give you feedback, and maybe you can do the exercises together. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and if you did, please share it with your friends and family. And if you want to send me comments, if you want to let me know how you're getting on, if you have any questions, if you would like to work with me, please do get in touch. You have all my links in the box below. You can get in touch on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and on Facebook, and on here, of course. And I hope to hear from you. I'll be happy to have a chat with you. And if you want to work with me, I have coaching series of 6 and 12 sessions over 3 or 6 months. And I'm sure we can find a way to reposition yourself in life with fulfillment, love, and joy. All right, I wish you a great week, and it's all for now. Ciao.